Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, the Democratic National Conventions continues. And they thought the first day it was a little too dark. I mean, it was like, somebody said it was like abortion Appaloosa. I mean, it was crazy. Abortion, abortion, abortion. Like, let's celebrate the killing of babies. I mean, it went a little too far. Last night, they shifted gears a little bit. We had Miss Kamala Harris speak, and Miss Kamala Harris gave a terrible speech. Yuck, yuck. He blew his moment. And then we had Barack Obama, who got to mock Donald Trump, who, by the way, Donald Trump said he's a nice guy. He was gracious. Then we had Michelle Obama speak, more of the same. By the way, you can like take something and just say that kind of sums up Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama, never forget this, she was never proud of America until her husband got elected president. Hated America. Then what did she do? She milked that first lady job, concerts and dinners and entourages on trips all over the freaking world. She milked it out. And what was her big policy issue as first lady? She killed school lunches. Remember what she did to school lunches? That was Michelle Obama. Trump, meanwhile, was campaigning in Michigan and hitting good old Kamala on the crime issue. Trump also announced that he would be against the current EPA power plant rules, which is killing energy in this country. Chuck Schumer gave a speech too, and this is kind of hilarious. He was anti-Semitism while the anti-Semitists were protesting outside. Funny. Kamala, she would snap up the patents of pharmaceutical companies if they could do that. That's kind of scary, isn't it? Good old Kamala would snap up your patent. Comrade Kamala, as Trump has coined the phrase. She is Comrade Kamala.
So for any drug where they fail to play by our rules, and if that drug came about because of federal funding for what's called R&D, research and development, I will snatch their patent so that we will take over. And yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. It's the question is, do you have the will to do it? I have the will to do it.
32,000 illegal minors have been lost by Joe Biden's administration. You think that wasn't on purpose? Think about that. They talk about all minors. 32,000, we don't even know where the hell they are. Crazy. Trump said he stands by and he's proud that under his administration with his Supreme Court, Roe v. Wade was reversed. Folks, just remember, all Roe v. Wade did in the reversal of the case and the decision was it sent it back to the states. States can do what they want. Travel. More and more people are canceling travel. What's that say about the economy? Lowe's and Home Depot says people aren't moving. So home remodeling products, unless you're Jamie Spendley's house, which is a sinkhole of home improvements that he works on every day, right, Jamie? Yeah. But Lowe's and Home Depot says they're flat because people aren't moving. Think about that. We add that to everything else. They're not vacationing, they're not home improving, electric bills, grocery bills, gas bills, on and on and on. And they want you to vote for 4 more years of this. Florida primary, Rick Scott won, Matt Gaetz won. I got to check out my buddy Adam Goldstein to see how his candidates did. DNC versus the border. You would think watching this that they're tough on immigration, blah, blah, blah. It's insane. Trump apparently is planning on going to border to make a point. Big shrink. More and more people are pulling in their wallets at shopping, retail, groceries, and they're calling it the big shrink. Non-compete agreements. A federal judge says that the ban on non-compete agreements that Biden tried to say is illegal. By the way, I'm going to tell you something about non-compete agreements. I've been on both sides of them. The way the law isn't all bad. They have to be rational in time frame, and they have to be rational in geographical distance. It makes sense. If you employ somebody and they got secrets, you need to protect yourself. All right, Tim Mellon, a big billionaire guy, is donating $50 million to a super PAC. Let's go. We need our billionaires to beat their billionaires. It's the way it is. All right, the Democrats, they're scheming. You know why they want all these illegals? They want them to be voters as soon as possible. It's sick. And probably should have led with this. This is probably the biggest news from yesterday. RFK Jr.'s running mate publicly announced that they either can stay in or they might throw in with Trump. And Trump says he'd offer him a cabinet position. You know what? When you look at the margins of this race, and you got a guy who's polling 5% and he is a Democrat, and he throws in with you, man, that could make a difference. Could it not? A big difference. Let's hope RFK does it. Can't make it up. We, the American people, see, it's always us. We have paid $3 billion for food stamps for non-citizens. $3 billion. Healthcare, educate. It's insane. Biden-Harris, they want non-citizens to get Obamacare. 28% of Americans are looking for new jobs. It's the highest amount of percentage for a long, long time. What's that tell you about the economy? And it gets back to climate change and DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion. It's amazing to me the amount, we $35 trillion in growing in debt. And we've got them worried about this BS climate, diversity, equity, inclusion. And Kamala Harris is a diversity, equity, inclusion candidate for president. No doubt about it. Car insurance has gone up 15 to 20% in California, 50%. Add that to the equation. Meanwhile, FBI says car thefts are up 40%. And when they say crime has gone down in America, folks, the spike came from these Democratic cities, New York, Chicago, LA, etc. Major crime spikes. Oh, and now it comes down. They act like they're defeating crime. Really? Are people going to be that stupid? Trump's going to travel the border during the convention to say, hey, look, this is the real deal. What's going on here? And a former student of Walt says he's a full-blown communist. You know, our VP guy who got married on the anniversary of the Tiananmen Square, the guy that went to China 20 times, taught over there, speaks Chinese. Doesn't own anything. We're going to elect a communist ticket. How can America do that? And Donald Trump is going to do a Fox News town hall since Kamala will not debate him on Fox News. By the way, one debate's going to be enough. Going to be enough. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. I'd like to thank my producer for putting all these clips together. It was a long show today.